It's a Republican sweep. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. Enough close races are called now to confirm the GOP will control the House, so both houses of Congress and the White House. Some Republicans will have to be replaced if confirmed for jobs in the Trump administration, and Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz has already resigned. The president-elect's pick for Attorney General has been under investigation by the House Ethics Committee, and its report could be released as soon as tomorrow.
A federal investigation into sex trafficking allegations against Gaetz was closed last year with no charges filed. Florida Senator Marco Rubio was also formally announced as the president's pick for Secretary of State, and while Rubio called it an honor, he also reacted to the Gaetz pick.
I like Matt a lot. I know him very well, and I'm confident that if the Senate confirms him, he will do a good job. And again, presidents are entitled to have the people that they want in these key positions to carry out the mandate that's been delivered to him.
The president-elect also named former Hawaii Democratic Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard as his pick for Director of National Intelligence. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
Mike Johnson keeps his job as House Speaker. Senate Republicans elect a new leader for the first time since 2007.
John Thune will take over for leader Mitch McConnell, and will have a major opportunity to pass President-elect Trump and Republicans' priorities next Congress. The South Dakota senator will replace New York Democrat Chuck Schumer as majority leader. Schumer congratulated Thune.
Now, Senator Thune and I have done lots of things together in a bipartisan way here in the Senate. I'm very hopeful that will continue.
Thune will also be tasked with getting President-elect Trump's cabinet nominees confirmed, as well as his judicial nominees. Wyoming's John Barrasso and Tom Cotton of Arkansas were also elected to leadership positions. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
A man's killed himself with a bomb outside Brazil's Supreme Court after trying to get in, police say. The G20 summit is there in Rio Monday and Tuesday. America's listening to Fox News.
Stay on top of the latest forecast with America's Weather Team in the palm of your hands.
Here's the latest from America's Weather Center.
It's Fox weather updates throughout your busy day, every day.
That heat's going to be out there for one more day.
Temperatures being 30 degrees above average.
Put the power of over 100 meteorologists and the worldwide resources of Fox in your hands with the Fox Weather Podcast. Precise, personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com. Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The voices America trusts. Download it now.
The future of America's support for Ukraine was a topic of discussion as President Biden hosted President-elect Trump at the White House.
National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan spoke about the subject during a briefing following that Oval Office meeting, citing President Biden's belief that aiding Ukraine is in our national security interests.
A strong Europe, a stable Europe, standing up to aggressors and dictators and pushing back against their aggression is vital to ensuring that we don't end up getting dragged directly into a war.
The National Security Advisor also spoke on the economic benefit of providing aid for Ukraine.
They're dollars we're investing here in the United States in American jobs, producing American weapons.
Sullivan says those weapons expand America's defense industrial base and military capacity. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
The Senate election in Pennsylvania between incumbent Democrat Bob Casey and Republican David McCormick is now headed for a statewide recount, legally required, with McCormick leading by less than 0.5% of the votes. He's been in Washington for new member orientation at the Capitol and meetings to elect new leadership, but Senator Casey is not conceding. A Long Island, New York detective is charged with a hate crime.
Police say 40-year-old Rockville Center Detective John Murphy used a racial slur towards a black cellular service subcontractor who was sitting in his SUV, telling him he wasn't wanted in his Manorville neighborhood. Prosecutors say Murphy then kicked the victim's vehicle and ripped off a light affixed to the top of it and threw it at the worker, hitting him in the face. Murphy's been suspended by the Rockville Center Police Department and has been charged with criminal mischief and aggravated harassment and is due back in court on December 3rd. Ted Lindner, Fox News.
Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says now is the time for government to intervene, and Parliament there will introduce legislation this month to ban the use of social media by kids under 16 years old. Tech companies, not users or parents, would be punished for violations. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. A construction accident in Baxter killed a Putnam County man Wednesday. The Putnam County Sheriff's Office identified the deceased as 41-year-old Kyle Lesko. Sheriff Eddie Ferris says Lesko died after several trusses collapsed on top of him. That accident occurred on Maxwell Road. A power outage at the Cookeville office of Frontier Communications led to several customers losing phone service Wednesday. Officials said the outage affected several organizations across Putnam County, including the Sheriff's Office, Cookeville Police Department, and Putnam County Schools. No 911 service was affected. The town of Monterey's $12 million wastewater treatment facility has received an award of excellence for outstanding engineering from the American Council of Engineering Companies. The facility went online in July and marks the completion of a critical infrastructure project that began in 2013. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. Today is the 14th of November. It's 6:06. Good morning, Sheila.
Good morning, Jason. Going to be a rainy morning for us. A high to 60 today. We got 50 right now. Our guests this morning will be Amanda Guidry and Linda Christensen from the Cookeville Junior Women's Club. Santa's Workshop is this Friday through Sunday.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
I love Santa's Workshop. And then Chelsea Dartez and Andrew Buckner will be talking about Cookeville lifestyle. It just dropped today. Most influential.
Well,
That's the edition, the winter edition for most influential.
ain't that something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I switched the camera right on you, Sheila. I think it was on me that whole time while I was over here doing stuff.
Of course it was.
I'm sorry.
It was on you the whole time?
Well, I didn't mean for that to happen.
I think you did.
I'm going to leave it on a little while longer so you get your camera time. By the way, you can watch us on channel 192 on Spectrum, still on you. Channel 192 on Twin Lakes. Also on the Hub Plus app that you can download for Roku, YouTube, and Facebook. We are everywhere.
Everywhere.
And, of course, on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, just like always. A few things you need to know. The Tennessee Department of Economic and Community Development announced yesterday they approved the state's Digital Opportunity Plan. So they're going to be giving $15.8 million to different communities so they can do classes. You know what? There's just a lot of people who are afraid of computers.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got that way. I was a fortunate one. My dad was the computer teacher at junior high, so I just grew up with one.
I grew up with one too. My dad said, that's the thing of the future. This is because I'm old. And he said, I want the kids to have it. So I think it was about maybe when I was in 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah.
It was good having one to do our homework on and things like that.
So that's great. I mean, we live in a computer digital world now.
Yeah,
So
I'm glad that he did that because it made me not scared of it because I just had it to play on and work with.
yeah, I think that'll help out a lot of people for sure.
Yeah. And White County School Board member, Mr. Jason McDonald.
Way to go, Jason. Whatever you did, I'm sure it's great.
Because his name is Jason.
There's greatness.
But he's been selected to serve as the Tennessee School Boards Association president for the upcoming year.
Wow.
The TSBA assists school boards across
TSBA. It's fun to stay at the TSBA.
Well, they help across the state in effectively governing school districts by providing programs to support local board members and giving them a collective voice in matters of legislation and public education. So congratulations to Jason McDonald.
I didn't realize that the Allgood Library didn't have a full-time librarian. but they're getting one.
Well, good.
Yeah. So they actually do not business. The library doesn't do business. They do more books. All Good does than Monterey and Baxter do. So they're like, you know what? We need a full-time librarian. And our friend Catherine Weisinger, who comes in here and tells us what's going on, she went to him and was like, hey, we need a full-time deal. And Keith Morrison was like, yeah, you're right. So they're going to, I don't know if they're currently looking for that or if they've already got somebody in mind or whatever, but All Good Library is going to be getting them a full-time librarian.
Well, they need one. That's good. Stone Memorial's Cade Capps. He has signed with Trevecca Nazarene University.
Way to go, Cade.
So congratulations to him from Stone Memorial.
So I think it was Smith County. They redid their flood plan, and part of their flood plan got a little bit into Putnam County. That changed a few of the way of the areas there. So now Putnam County is going to do a new FEMA flood plan, and they don't expect it to really change that much. But if it does, with FEMA and insurance and all that, it should help in case we run into some flooding problems. You'll know whether or not you should get the flood insurance or not, because the topography, big word, of town and around has changed a little bit with so many new neighborhoods, apartment complexes, Dollar Generals, vape shops and whatnot, that storm drainage and things like that. So they're going to do another flood study here in Putnam County.
Well, speaking of Smithville, that's DeKalb County. Smithville, grand opening for the Crafters Market. It's going to happen on Small Business Saturday, November 30th through December 1st from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's a lot of talented crafters that will be filling the store with a variety of handmade home decor, unique gifts, and a lot more. So be prepared to shop for that. It's located at Dogwood Plaza in Smithville.
Mm-hmm.
So that sounds like a really cool thing. And door prizes on the grand opening day. Relaxing shopper experience too. I wonder if that's for the men while the ladies shop.
I don't know.
Just in time for Christmas. So handmade decor. That sounds good.
Speaking of Smithville, if you're on the radio, you can't see it, but you remember KDF from back in the day?
Yeah.
Look here, if you're watching on TV, I got my 103 KDF shirt on, and I got that in Smithville at the mail room at the Brotique.
I love that name, the mail room and Brotique.
Yeah.
Did you make up Brotique or
No. It's on their sign.
So cute.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm gonna have to check that out.
I'm telling you, we got to make a trip.
Yeah.
Because there's all kinds of stuff. I was wondering what was going on with the phones. You remember we were having some issues?
And I both were having trouble.
And then Engineer Mike, I was trying to get a hold of him, and the call wouldn't go through and all of that. Well, it wasn't just us. It was a lot of different people. In fact, it even affected Putnam County's 911 for a little bit.
Oh, that's really something.
But they had fail safes, though. So if you were trying to call 911 in Putnam County and it wasn't going through, it rerouted them to Overton County or Jackson County. Then Overton County or Jackson County, they're connected into Putnam County, and they could just send the call right on.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Great.
So it's you don't think about having a fail safe for 911 if you're just a regular Joe, but if you're
Obviously
Josh Womack,
yeah.
you think of that stuff. So
Josh, just like his daddy Bruce.
Yeah. That's all I got for
Fireman
things you need
Bruce.
to know. I don't know if you got anything more or not.
You can join the first annual, so this is going to be a big event, Putnam County Christmas on the Square. I'm excited about that. I've been hearing some good things about Christmas on the Square in Cookeville.
We're going to have our giant Christmas card there. I talked to Randy Porter about it yesterday, and he said, absolutely bring that thing.
Bring that thing. Bring that
Well, he didn't say it
card.
just like that.
Did he not?
He didn't say bring that thing.
Bring that card.
Sounds too much like that. Never mind.
I know, Hawktua.
Well, Sheila, I wasn't going to say it.
Well, I did because that's what you were sounding like. Saturday is when that's going to, it's not this Saturday, but Saturday, November 30th Christmas on the Cookeville Square, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. in downtown Cookeville, a magical event that's teaming up with Shop Small Saturday to create new holiday traditions in Putnam County.
That sounds like a blast.
The evening finale will feature a grand tree lighting on the courthouse lawn at 5. Grand tree lighting.
Time for the grand tree lighting.
There's also going to be a kids' night out. Now, this is moving on to a different story. December 6th from 5 to 9 p.m. It is a night of Christmas-themed activities like swimming, pizza, and fun. It's going to be at the Swimming, yeah, YMCA.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be at the YMCA.
Lord, where are they doing swimming at?
That's kind of cool. Registration, last day for registration is Wednesday, December the 4th, 5 to 9 p.m. So kids' night out at the Putnam County YMCA. So make sure you get, sign up for that.
Your 2 cents is on the way. Get over to News Talk 1077 and 1400 The Hub to get in on that. What is it today, Sheila?
What is something you really hate paying for? I don't say just everything, because I mean, I do too, but like something that really just gripes your buns.
What grinds your gears?
Yeah.
Remember that on The Simpsons?
Yeah.
You know what grinds my gears?
There's a lot of things.
All right, we'll be back with that in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville. It's brought to you by Office Mart and Industry Mart. Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio.
Your home is your sanctuary, a place to get away from the stresses of life. Willow Window can help transform your home with the highest quality windows and window treatments. Choose from honeycomb shades, plantation shutters, or blackout blinds for privacy. Motorized window treatments can control outside light with the touch of a remote. Get your free estimate today. Call 931-WINDOW-1. Willow Window, 310 Newman Drive in Cookeville.
Willow Window, making your home beautiful again.
You've prolonged it enough. 1 year quickly turned into 2, 2 years into 10, and now you've lost track of how long it's been since you've seen the dentist.
A trip to the dental office can be a scary thing for many people, but there is help. Hi, I'm Dr. Sandy Hayes.
And I'm Dr. Kevin Hayes. At Hayes Family Dentistry, we're changing the way people think about going to the dentist. We use the latest advancements in dental technology, including sedation dentistry, which offers hope to people who fear going to the dentist, or patients who need to have a lot of dental work done in just fewer appointments.
With one little peel, you'll ease into a state of relaxation and all of your fears will melt away, allowing us to correct years of dental problems, often in just one visit.
For more information, call us at Hayes Family Dentistry, 931-526-1614. That's 931-526-1614, or visit hayesdentistry.com and find out how easy it is to have the smile you've always wanted.
Willow Window is your go-to destination for all your window needs. At Willow Window, we specialize in providing top quality windows that not only enhance the beauty of your home, but also improve energy efficiency. Our wide selection includes a variety of styles, colors, and materials that suit every taste and budget. Visit Willow Window at willowwindow.pro or call 946-3691. Visit the friendly, experienced team at the new Willow Window showroom at 310 Newman Drive in Cookeville. Willow Window is the name you can trust.
Have you ever thought about the causes, the brands that you support stand behind? Well, Pure Talk, my cell phone company, supports veterans. They've relieved $10 million in veterans' debt, donated tens of thousands of dollars monthly to prevent veteran suicide, donated $50,000 to Mike Rowe Works, and that helps provide scholarships to veterans after active duty. Dial pound 250, say the keyword SAVE NOW. Do it now, you save an additional 50% off your first month. Pure Talk, America's wireless company.
Imagine healthcare where people and technology work in harmony. Welcome to Next Gen Healthcare, software that frees physicians and empowers patients. AI turns doctor-patient conversations into soap notes in seconds, saving up to 2 hours a day. Patients self-schedule online, increasing engagement and reducing staff stress. The joy of getting home on time. It's possible and easier than you think. Visit nextgen.com/radio to learn how.
1077 and 1400 The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's 6:20 now.
Yeah, high today getting up to around 62. We're at 51 right now.
Yeah, it's a little chilly this morning.
It's been chilly all week.
It's been chilly in all the buildings I've been in, too.
Jason, just because you and little Helen like it burning up, like, I don't know, a really hot stove.
72.
Hot.
Well, y'all freeze us out to the point we've had to bring heaters to work.
Well, you burned me up to the point I've had to bring a fan put on my
Lord.
desk.
I don't know why you just can't be happy,
I
Sheila.
don't know why you can't.
Your 2 cents is up on Facebook, 1077 and 1400 The Hub on Facebook.
I'll get to that, but he cut me off. Menopause is real. Well, here's your 2 cents. What is something you really hate paying for? Gas. I hate paying for gas.
You know what I hate paying for is if you just need a little bit of air in your tires.
Yeah.
And you got to spend $1 for air.
And it's just like a little pss, pss,
Yeah.
you're done. Little pss, pss.
I hate that, but it is what it is.
Sherry said, I hate paying to watch UK play basketball.
Yeah, I do. I subscribe to the ESPN Plus because
Yeah, we do because Tim had to have that.
yeah, and it's got some neat shows on there. Plus, if you want to watch tech, you have to have ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
So I do hate paying for it.
I do too.
Because I pay for regular, I get regular ESPN already.
I'm going to go one more and say when a movie has been out, like at the theaters,
Yeah.
and then finally you're able to stream it and you still have to pay like $5 for it. I know that's cheaper than at the movies,
Yeah.
but it's at my home. And I have paid for all these streaming channels and then pay extra for a show.
Right. I agree. I don't like paying for it, but some I will.
Don't nickel and dime me. I'm paying for the subscription. Don't make me pay extra.
I agree with that, Sheila.
Also, Kevin said, salsa to go. I feel your pain.
I get that because they give it to you free if you're sitting there.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's included in the original price, but to get charged extra,
Yeah.
that
You
doesn't
do.
seem right.
Sometimes when you get takeout, and I'm like, well, if I was to come in and sit down, you wouldn't charge me for
I has
it.
to come in and sit down.
Seriously.
Right. No, I agree with you. I'm in complete.
And I'm like, I don't want to sit down. I just want to get it and go. I've worked all day. I don't want to sit in your restaurant. Just
I'm with
give
you.
it to me.
I'm with you.
Kevin, you started me on a rant.
Lord Kevin, now look what you've got
Lord
started.
Kevin.
Left me to deal with it.
Belinda said just about everything she hates paying for. It's all outrageous right now, which both of us have to agree with that.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
What is something you really hate paying for? Lynn said, hardworking people are behind everything we pay for, so nothing unless air itself becomes a cost, which you were talking about, airing
That's
up
what
your
I
tire.
said, airing up your tire. I hate that.
I don't skimp on tips and things like that, though. Even like if I have my groceries delivered, I feel for that person that has got the groceries for me and brought it to my house.
It depends. Tip culture has gotten just a little bit out of hand.
Yeah, like when I'm at a drive-through and I see a tip cup sitting out there, I'm a little chintzy on that.
I am too.
And it says tips. I'm like, I ordered at the little menu thing. Then I
Right.
come around to the window, just like I would have done at Hardee's. So just because you have rice and you feel more upscale,
Yeah.
you're still a drive-through.
That's how you know if a restaurant's nice.
Got rice.
Got rice.
I mean, it's crazy.
I used to think as if they had cloth napkins.
Yeah.
They have cloth napkins. That's a real good restaurant right there.
Well, this place, they have some rice that you can get on the side, but it's still paper napkins.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't be asking too much for that.
Have a tip jar
Right.
out at the drive-through.
Yeah.
Tips appreciated. Well, I'm sure they are. I'm driving through. Next time I drive through, I'm going to have a little tip thing. Hey,
maybe we need
tips appreciated.
Maybe we need to get us a little virtual tip jar we can put out there on the internet.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
See if people give us tips.
I don't want our listeners to pay to
everybody else
listen to this.
Everybody else is asking for tips.
Well, we could. Robin says groceries. Pam says eggs. Thomas says water. Yeah.
Yeah, water I get a little bit too. I understand that one.
And Michael said rent, because I get it, because it's gone sky high.
It is. It's ridiculous
It's
right
hard
now.
for anybody to even, like these younger couples starting out, it is hard for them to even get a place to rent, let alone buy a home.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is crazy. Insurance is what Jason says. Another Jason.
Oh, I don't like paying for health insurance.
Oh, yeah.
That stuff's ridiculously expensive, and I don't really use it.
Well, they can choose to drop you for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you've got cancer. We're going to drop you.
Right.
And you've paid into it for like 5 years.
Yeah.
So
I've often thought, what if I just put into savings every month what goes to health insurance?
Right.
And then just paid cash for whatever I needed to get done. There's a lot of doctors, if you ask them, what does this cost? What does it just cost without insurance?
Yeah.
It's a whole lot cheaper.
And if you tell them, I'm going to pay it off right now, they might give you a discount too.
That'd be a good thing to talk about one morning.
Yeah.
And not really talk to the doctor about, but talk to the people who do the billing.
Yes.
Because that, to me, that's the most confusing and hurtful thing at the doctor.
Oh, yeah. You're like,
you're
getting a procedure done. It's not feeling great about it, but then, hey, it went well. And then all of a sudden, what happens?
Right.
You get hurt again with finding out how high that bill is.
Yeah. And if it is a bill or not a bill, because sometimes they'll send something say this is not a bill. And you're like, oh, okay, great. Don't have to pay that. Then a few months later, you get something where, you know what? That is a bill.
Right.
Come to find out.
It's
hard to trust.
I get you. So you can go on over to our Facebook page, what is something you really hate paying for, and answer that question for
All right. Well, get on over there and find that out and tell us what you really hate paying for. And everything is not an option.
No.
Everything you
Y'all
can't.
have done pretty good on that. I don't see anybody that said, oh, everything.
Today is International Girls Day. And where would we be without girls?
That's true. Where would you
Where
be?
would we be? It's National Seatbelt Day.
Where would we be without seatbelts?
Well,
They've saved a lot of
You
people's
would
lives.
feel like we weren't getting choked. That seatbelt comes down. I hate
You're tall enough it shouldn't do that.
wearing a seatbelt.
Now,
I hate.
with me, when it comes around, it does go right under my neck.
It's also Spicy Guacamole Day.
It's a guacamole. I just thought it'd be fun to say.
National American Teddy Bear Day.
Where would we be without teddy bears?
Now, tell me if I'm wrong, Sheila, but wasn't Teddy Bear Day yesterday? And then was that international and today's national?
Well, see,
You remember yesterday?
What?
Do you remember that?
Stop it. I don't like you talking to me like that. Do you remember, Sheila?
Do you remember yesterday,
Give
Sheila?
me a good sit. You'll get a treat. I remember, but I think it may have been the day before.
Okay. It's also Operating Room Nurse Day.
Hey.
Yeah. And it's National Pickle Day.
Oh, hi to the Avery Trace Pickle Club.
Yeah. Hi to them. But they do love their pickles over there.
It's a cute club.
So there's plenty of reasons to celebrate today on a cold, rainy, dang near wintry.
Dang, you know what,
Thursday.
too? It's a little windy out there this morning, too, which makes it feel cooler. So we've got 51 right now, but I bet it feels like 45.
Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert is coming up next. That's the latest in the world of entertainment and music. That's on the way just here before you know it. So stick around with us. It's Good Morning Cookeville. It's brought to you by Office Mart and Industry Mart. We're Jason and Sheila live in the Willow Window Studio.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. A construction accident in Baxter killed a Putnam County man Wednesday. The Putnam County Sheriff's Office identified the deceased as 41-year-old Kyle Lesko. Sheriff Eddie Ferris says Lesko died after several trusses collapsed on top of him. That accident occurred on Maxwell Road. A power outage at the Cookeville office of Frontier Communications led to several customers losing phone service Wednesday. Officials said the outage affected several organizations across Putnam County, including the Sheriff's Office, Cookeville Police Department, and Putnam County Schools. No 911 service was affected. The town of Monterey's $12 million wastewater treatment facility has received an award of excellence for outstanding engineering from the American Council of Engineering Companies. The facility went online in July and marks the completion of a critical infrastructure project that began in 2013. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. In the NBA last night, the Thunder beat the Pelicans 106-88. Cavs topped the 76ers 114-106. Bulls beat the Knicks 124-123, and the Celtics beat the Nets 139-114. On early National Signing Day yesterday, the Ole Miss Rebels football team flipped a key recruit in four-star wide receiver Caleb Cunningham, who chose Ole Miss over Alabama. Cunningham's a 6'3", 190 wide receiver who is ranked the 21st overall recruit in the 2025 class. Cunningham originally committed to Alabama in July before flipping yesterday. San Antonio Spurs head coach Greg Popovich hasn't been with the team for the last 6 games because he suffered a mild stroke on November 2nd, the team said. Popovich is doing well and expected to make a full recovery, but no timetable has been set for his return to the sidelines. Mitch Johnson is currently serving as the acting head coach for the Spurs. The Tennessee Volunteers men's basketball team beat Montana last night 92-57 to move to 3-0 on the season. The Vols only led by 9 at halftime, 40-31, but outscored the Grizzlies by 26 in the second half. 5 different players scored double figures for Tennessee, with Igor Milicic leading the way with 18. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. Paul Winkler.
I'm Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report. Apple is facing an antitrust allegation in the United Kingdom. A consumer protection group is suing Apple for more than $3.5 billion over the way it ties users of its devices to its cloud storage service. The group also accuses Apple of overcharging for iCloud subscriptions. Computer networking company Cisco Systems is reporting an upbeat quarter. It's seeing business pick up as customers step up their artificial intelligence services. Cisco's forecast also was better than anticipated. Foxconn is expecting dramatic demand for servers for artificial intelligence and says it will account for more than half of the money it makes from servers next year. Foxconn's earnings were better than forecast. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola. Invested in you.
Hi, I'm Angie Hicks, co-founder of Angie, and one thing I've learned is that you buy a house, but you make it a home. Because with every fix, update, and renovation, it becomes a little more your own. So you need all your jobs done well. For nearly 30 years, Angie has helped millions of homeowners hire skilled pros for the projects that matter. From plumbing to electrical, roof repair to deck upgrades. So leave it to the pros who will get your jobs done well. Hire high-quality certified pros at Angie.com.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Clouds, maybe some rain around this morning. Temperatures top out around 60 overnight, mid-40s. We'll be back in the mid to upper 50s tomorrow. A little bit cooler as we head into Friday night. Overnight lows around 40. We'll be in the low 60s by Saturday with sunshine.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
on
Good morning,
1077 and
Cookeville. We're
1400
Jason
The
and Sheila.
Hub.
We're here live in the Willow Window Studio. Thanks so much for joining us today. Whether you're listening on the radio on 1077 or 1400 The Hub, or if you're on Spectrum or Twin Lakes on channel 192, or if you're watching on Facebook, or if you're watching on YouTube, or if
hard to
you're
keep up with.
watching on the Hub Plus app on Roku, or if you're here at Willow Window.
Well, our guests this morning will be Amanda Guidry and Linda Christensen. They are with the Cookeville Junior Women's Club to talk about Santa's workshop that's happening this weekend. Also, Chelsea Dartez and Andrew Buckner. Chelsea is the founder of Cookeville Lifestyle Magazine, and Andrew writes a lot of the articles in there. So they'll be in to talk about the winter issue that just dropped, I think, either yesterday or today.
I think it's today. I think today's the official day.
Official day.
Yeah.
So they'll talk about the new magazine and find out about all the most influential,
Lots of time.
how they were chosen.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting.
It's time for spoiler alert. That's the things going on in the world of entertainment and music. And on the talk shows today, Jimmy Fallon's got Ariana Grande and Michael Bublé.
I really like him on The Voice.
I do too. I didn't know if I would or not. 'Cause I didn't know if I liked Michael Bublé because I didn't know anything about him.
I liked his music, and then now I really love him.
Yeah, come to find out, he's a pretty cool.
is.
Seems like it on that show anyway.
Yeah, I think
he may be a real jerk in real life. I don't know.
Oh,
Stephen Colbert's got Billy Bob Thornton on there, and the Today Show this morning has Gwen Stefani.
well, we know she'll be talking about The Voice, but remember, Billy Bob Thornton is on a new show that's on Paramount. It's one of those Sheridan movies, shows like Taylor Sheridan. He's written
Yellowstone guy,
and Billy Bob Thornton
Is it a movie or a TV show?
It's a TV show.
Oh,
I said
okay.
movie by mistake, but it starts.
I bet it starts today or tomorrow if Billy Bob Thornton's
I was
on
gonna say
there.
middle November, so we're in middle November.
Yeah.
So I bet it starts this weekend.
On regular TV tonight, Matlock is on CBS, the new Matlock.
With Kathy Bates.
Yeah. Hell's Kitchen is on Fox. Law and Order SVU on NBC. Harry Potter Wizards of Baking is on the Food Network, a series premiere.
Wizards of Baking.
Are they going to alakazam some cake up or?
Probably. Their little wands. Boom. Gosh, I wish I could do that. Oh, you want a birthday cake?
Oh, I wish you could too, Sheila.
Yeah.
I wish you were bewitched.
I've always wanted to be Samantha. She's the sweetest, cutest little witch, and she's not scary.
Yeah, Elizabeth Montgomery was something else.
Adorable.
Yeah, absolutely. You didn't realize that growing up that Elizabeth Montgomery was that pretty. Kind of like Lovey Howell. You go back and you look at
Lovey Howell.
As you get older, as an older fella, and
I
you
thought
look.
she was classy, an attractive
Right,
lady,
but you go-
she wasn't Elizabeth Montgomery.
Well, no, she wasn't Elizabeth Montgomery.
Right.
But if you go back and you look at Gilligan's Island now as an older fella, you're like, well, Lovey Howell wasn't half bad.
Well, even as a little girl, I liked the smart professor. But I know, how smart was he now that I'm an adult? He never got him off that
Never got him off that island. On new to streaming, Amazon season 1 of Cross, Beyond Goodbye season 1 on Netflix, The Day of the Jackal, that's on Peacock, season 1 of that, brand new. FX on Hulu has a limited series called Say Nothing. That's Sheila's least favorite show.
Yeah, because it'd be hard for me to say nothing. That's what he wants, but and sometimes my husband probably wants it.
No, surely not. On Hallmark Plus, series premiere Holidazed.
Oh,
Holidazed. It's got a Z in
they're
it.
dazed.
Yeah, I don't know who's in it, but it kind of sounds like a really bad Snoop Dogg movie, doesn't it?
Yo, I'm holidays.
Right. It's not
I could see Snoop Dogg in a Hallmark movie,
some sort of
actually.
stoner holiday movie. doesn't it? But it's on Hallmark,
If
so you
it's
know
on
it's
Hallmark, you know that's not what it is. It's
Yeah.
probably not even alcohol or anything like that.
not. Probably not. Probably just a good old-fashioned,
She fell and hit her head. Now she's dazed.
oh, I bet that's it, and she doesn't remember who she loves.
Yeah.
But then they fall in love again.
All over again. That's
Oh, ain't that
Hallmark.
going to be the sweetest thing you've ever seen?
Now you got me wanting to watch it, actually.
Lady Gaga is going to appear in Wednesday season 2 Variety Reports. Wednesday, the show.
That would be good. I think she'll be good in that.
Her character is being kept under wraps. It's said to be a cameo.
So just one, maybe I was going to say one show, not even a full one show,
Yeah.
like a scene.
Right. It might be, hey, was that Lady Gaga? Nah.
She's a good actress. You know, she was in American Horror Story one season.
Yeah.
Great in that.
What movie was she in with Bradley Cooper? It
That was A Star is Born.
singing movie.
Star is Born.
Yeah, Star is Born.
Their rendition, and they changed it and updated it a lot. I enjoyed it,
That was a pretty good movie, I thought.
except Bradley Cooper didn't make it in the end.
Oh, that's right. He died, didn't he?
I'm like, not my Bradley.
Former CNN anchor Don Lemon is suing Elon Musk and X, saying he's leaving the platform before November the 15th due to an upcoming change in X's terms of service that will require all disputes to be handled in Texas courts. He filed his lawsuit in California, and he alleges fraud, misrepresentation, and breach of contract by Musk and X. No, dude. Your show sucked. And because your show sucked, right, no one did.
Yeah.
And
I can't tell you. I thought he was a good host of like the news, but decent.
I didn't. I thought it was awful.
But
Well,
awful? I mean, really, you think he was awful?
I think he was a terrible.
But I didn't, like I said, I didn't even watch him that much on anything.
He and apparently a bunch of people on CNN and MSNBC are about to get canned.
Whoa.
Their ratings have gotten so low.
Yep.
That
I can see that because here's the deal. I'm not big on any news that's really skewed, which that's everything now, just about everything.
But
And
CNN,
they're really skewed.
they get after it pretty hard.
Yeah.
Skewed.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second season of The Night Agent is going to debut on Netflix on January 23rd. And the legal drama Reasonable Doubt has been renewed for season 3 at Hulu, Variety Reports, which I've heard is really good. And I love legal dramas.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it yet. Have you?
I have not, and I can't even tell you who's in Unreasonable Doubt, but I like the name of it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it would be interesting. So much that I haven't watched it.
Mark Zuckerberg uploaded to Spotify a collaboration with T-Pain.
Oh.
The duo cover Lil Jon's Get Low, including every raunchy lyric in the crunk classic. You can find their tender acoustic ballad on Spotify by searching for Z-Pain. Now, here's something I didn't know.
That's crazy.
Have you seen T-Pain like actually singing without like he's kind of credited for the what do they call it, auto tune?
Mm-hmm.
Not as the guy who invented it, but that the guy who used it
Really
the
made it
most.
popular.
So no one really thought he could sing. Well, now he's put out YouTube videos and things like that of him just singing.
And he's good?
T-Pain can sing.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah. Now I haven't seen this, but I'll absolutely go and watch it. Now, Mark Zuckerberg did that song for his wife, Priscilla,
Nice.
who he met at a college party. I didn't know that.
Huh. They've been together for a while.
Yeah. Gossip Girl actress Chanel Maya Banks, who was reported missing since last October, was found safe by the LAPD, who closed the case. She put messages out on social media saying, "I'm not missing. I'm not. I just don't want to see any of you people," pretty much.
Was that really what it said? Something
No. She just said, "I'm not missing," but
Not missing. I'm just not in Hollywood as much.
right. But I think it goes without saying, and I don't want to see you people, or I would have told you where I was going.
Well, it could be. You never know what's going on behind the scenes and the Hollywood shows and stuff. Maybe she's like, I'm not missing. I just had enough of this.
That's right. Dolly Parton is finally doing what we're surprised she hasn't done. The unofficial queen of rhinestones has been working with her favorite jewelry maker, Kendra Scott, on a new collection inspired by Dolly's song, Love is Like a Butterfly.
That is one of my favorite songs by her because as a little girl, I would sing that all the time.
Now
I thought I was going to be a singer.
Well, now you can go get you some Dolly Parton butterfly jewelry.
And not just that, Dolly has ramped up everything she's doing. She's making, of course, we knew she was making perfume. She's got a makeup line now. She's got a wine line. And now jewelry.
I mean, Dolly does it all.
And amazing.
She does.
Amazing at it.
Yeah. Coming up, we've got the real goods, a couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. We'll get to those in just a little bit. Also, round 4 of Ask Sheila. And I think you're up to 5 correct answers.
I don't keep up with it. I just try to answer.
I think you're at 5 going
I'll leave it up to
into
you to count.
today. So stick with us. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We are live here in the Willow Window Studio.
When it's more than just your lawn, it deserves the Kubota Z400. Get a head-turning offer on class-leading speed, agility, simple deck height adjustments, and a quality cut. When you need comfort and performance, then you need the professional-grade Kubota Z400. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 48 months or save $300. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
See Sam, Tim, or Alan Brown at Hicks Brothers Tractor Service on South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville. We're your locally owned Kubota dealer.
Experience peace of mind with Code Generators, your trusted partner in power solutions. This holiday season, stay powered during the holidays with our exclusive offer. Purchase a Generac generator before 2025 and receive a free 10-year warranty. Whether it's for home, outdoor, or commercial use, our expert installers ensure you will never lose power again. Visit us at 728 East 15th Street, Cookeville, Tennessee, or call 615-241-6343. Trust the Code Generators family to keep your family safe and powered this winter.
Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers, and if you're looking for a church of friendly, loving Christians that is striving to only follow the Bible in faith and practice, that encourages questions and searches the Scriptures to find the answers, a church where you won't get lost in the numbers but will be treated like family, then let me invite you to visit us at the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. We're not perfect, but we are seeking to be like our perfect Savior. And be sure to join us every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. for our radio program, Words of Exhortation, right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve Him and serve others.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford of Cookeville. Are you tired of spending your precious time driving to and from our dealership for your service needs? That's why we are excited to announce Ford Pickup and Delivery and Ford Mobile Service. With Ford Pickup and Delivery from Ford of Cookeville, we come to you. Our factory-trained technicians perform expert service right where you are. Want to learn more about Ford Pickup and Delivery and Ford Mobile Service? Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnCookeville.com.
Over 50 years and still going strong and growing. With American Way, you'll gain the knowledge and skills necessary to thrive in today's market. We provide realtors the tools they need to succeed, so this essentially adds up to success for the agents. If you are willing to work, we can make it happen for you. We also have a very family-oriented culture with a focus on productivity. Give me a call. I'm William Baugh, 931-310-6291.
American Way Real Estate, 710 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville.
The gas industry makes gas smell. We do it on purpose, to let people know when gas is present. If you smell gas in your home, call the gas department immediately, day or night. Then, after you call, don't flip any electrical switches or light matches until the serviceman has inspected your home. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas. Energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville. 1077 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:49 now.
Well, we can't wait for our guests to come in.
I can't wait for them guys to come in. I tell you what.
Our guests will be on
Lynchburg. Woo!
Don't be making fun of Lynchburg. Lynchburg, Tennessee. Woohoo! Anyway.
Now, you just did exactly what I did, and you told me I was making
But
fun
I
of it.
sounded more sincere. You were making fun.
Well, you're
I
from
was
there,
being proud.
so it sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
From Santa's Workshop is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Heidelberg's. We're going to talk to Amanda Guidry and Linda Christensen from the Cookeville Junior Women's Club. They're the ones that put Santa's Workshop on and do a phenomenal job.
Absolutely.
And Chelsea Dartez and Andrew Buckner with Cookeville Lifestyle Magazine.
All right.
Woohoo.
Big show coming up after 7. Right now, though, every single day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories and we try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it The Real Good. For years, Vermar Hunter has been a customer of the Give Me Some Sugar Bakery in Chicago, and it spells sugar, by the way. I didn't just say that.
Sugar?
It's SUGAH. Give Me Some Sugar Bakery. He often purchased his favorite treat, lemon bars, and has been enjoying talking to the bakery owner, Lenore Lindsay. That's her name. Earlier this year, Vamar, who was adopted as a baby, started doing some research to learn about his birth mama. Well, wouldn't you know it, the genetic testing revealed that his birth mother was actually Lenore.
What?
I know.
I mean,
the lady at the Give Me Some Sugar Bakery that he's been talking to.
That's amazing. I love when stories like this happen.
So anyway, Lenore's his mama. She put Vermar up for adoption when she was 17. Upon realizing his dream of finding and connecting with his mom, Vermar said, it's been a great experience. It further strengthens my faith. Vermar and Lenore have not only reconnected as mother and son, but now they're making up for lost time by working together at the bakery, which allows them both to strengthen their family bond while continuing to build the business and they get to know each other a little bit.
How sweet is that?
What a
Can
great
you say
story.
That was his mama again, because you said it's sweet.
It's his mama.
Oh, his mama.
Next real good story. When 21-year-old Kenyon Kirkpatrick was growing up in Bracknell, Berkshire, England.
Good job.
His family depended on food banks to help make ends meet. With the holidays approaching, Kenyon noticed that a local food bank was asking for donations of Advent calendars to brighten the days of those in need. Kenyon, who now works at a grocery store, was inspired to get involved. He had a goal of donating 100 calendars. He ended up going past that. He got 108 to give away. Kenyon was happy to be in a position to help, especially at this special time of year. He has explained, as a child, you don't really know what's going on until you grow up and start to take a step back and look at things a little differently. Now that I'm a bit more mature, he says, it's time for me to do my part to give back.
Very good.
I think that's cool when you've been helped out along the way that you decide, you know what, I'm gonna
pay it forward.
I'm gonna pay it forward and give back myself. So pretty good. All right, Sheila.
Yes.
Are you ready for round 4 of this week's Ask Sheila? Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready every day, but that doesn't mean I know what's going on.
Well, hang on. I'm not ready, Sheila.
Oh, he's not ready.
Let me get to the
It's
question.
going to be a little breezy today. Did you know that? A high
did.
around 62, and we're at 52 right now. So it's a little chilly with that breeze, makes it feel a little colder, and we could have a little bit of showers this morning.
All right, I'm ready now. You ready?
I'm ready.
This looks like it's all about men.
I'm ready.
It wasn't completely legal for men to do this until 1936. What is it?
Legal for men to do this?
It wasn't completely legal for men to do this until 1936. I did not know this.
Couldn't be drive because y'all.
No, we've been driving. We're the original drivers, Sheila.
Not be single. That was legal.
Yeah, it was definitely legal. It wasn't completely legal for men to do this until 1936.
Wear shorts.
Go shirtless.
Oh, I was so close.
I know.
Go shirtless?
I know.
I didn't know that was ever illegal
Me neither.
for men.
Yeah. We know it's illegal for the ladies.
Is it?
Which it really, should it?
Coming from a man, should it be illegal for women to go shirtless? No.
Should it? 25% of them. This is question number 2. Sheila.
All right, then. Let's move on.
25% of American men now have this physical trait in common. What is it?
How much percentage?
25% of American men now have this physical trait in common.
I'm just going to ask a question. Is it eye color?
Well, no, that's not just asking a question. That's asking if the answer was right, Sheila.
I don't think it's eye. That they're tall?
Yeah, they are 6 feet tall or taller.
You mean I got it?
You got it right, Sheila. Congratulations. Oh, hang on. Let me play the applause.
You're welcome.
All right. Next question. On average, married men do this twice as often as single men. What is it? I would not have thought this.
Do the dishes.
No. On average, married men do this twice as often as single men, and you're saying do the dishes.
Yeah, because a lot of times as a woman, as a wife, we'll go, hey, I'll cook if you'll do the dishes. And a single man, they're just...
Right, but a single man, they're the only ones there to do the dishes.
And they still don't.
Now, that is not true. There's plenty of single men out there who do dishes.
You think?
Yeah. Plenty of clean single men out there.
Paper plates and just throw them away when they're done.
That's technically doing the dishes.
No.
All right. Do you want to?
You want me to take a stab at it?
Yeah.
That was my answer.
All right. The answer is, on average, married men change their underwear twice as often as single men.
That.
I wouldn't have thought that.
I mean, my goodness. I was trying to not think dirty. And dirty underwear is the worst.
And for once, it backfired on you. Wonder why that is.
Women make sure their husband ain't going out being stinky.
I guess. I don't know.
You got to change your underwear. Have you changed your underwear?
I haven't changed my underwear habits since I got married.
Well, you don't walk around in the same ones all the time, do you?
Well, of course not, Sheila. I'm not nasty.
All right, then.
I mean, for
so I was thinking, usually you smell
terrible.
good. You don't smell dirty.
I don't do that kind of stuff.
Excuse me.
I ain't nasty.
I ain't nasty.
All right, so you got 1 today. Yeah, you got 1 today, Sheila. So that puts you up to 6.
Okay.
So that means technically tomorrow you could get to 9. I doubt it.
Hey, that's not nice at all. You need to believe in me. Maybe that's the problem with me not surpassing my record. Somebody's always negative about it.
It's my beliefs that's keeping you down.
Yeah, you're holding the woman down.
But that does give you an opportunity to get to 9 tomorrow for Ask Sheila.
And I think I could if you're a little more positive about me being able to do it.
I thought you'd do real well today since it was about men.
Well, I got 1 out of 3.
Yeah.
Not bad. That's still failing, but not bad.
I can't believe that go shirtless thing. I didn't know that was I guess, when you look back at some like the old movies and stuff, that, or home movie or whatever that happened before 1936, all the men had, like if they were at the beach, they all had a tank top on,
They did.
So I guess that was...
I never would have realized that.
I guess if you think about it, it's kind of
I just
makes
thought they were
sense.
a little more, I don't know, a little more worried about having
Men? Maybe they were back then,
Yeah, they don't care.
No?
They'll wear a Speedo when they shoot.
You don't ever see a fellow with a top hat on anymore.
I like a good top hat.
Somebody needs to bring that back. Top hat. That'd be nice.
It might be weird for a little bit, but it might catch on.
Coming up next hour, some great guests.
Amanda Guidry and Linda Christensen from Cookeville Junior Women's Club. They're talking about Santa's Workshop. Then, folks that put together Cookeville Lifestyle Magazine, Chelsea Dartez and Andrew Buckner.
All right, that's all coming up next hour here on Good Morning Cookeville. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHUB, Cookeville.
An early test of loyalty. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. Some Senate Republicans say no way to President-elect Trump's choice for Attorney General Matt Gaetz, a now former Florida House Republican.
House Speaker Mike Johnson confirmed Matt Gaetz resigned from Congress shortly after Trump tapped him to be the next Attorney General. His resignation comes days before the House Ethics Committee was set to vote on releasing a potentially damaging report about him. The committee has been investigating the now former congressman for years for allegations including sex trafficking, drug use, and accepting bribes, all of which he denies. Gaetz immediately faced some opposition from senators on both sides of the aisle, with two Republican Senate sources telling Fox News he will never get confirmed.
Fox's Brooks Singman. Gaetz is one of several Republicans in Congress whose seats are opening up because they've been chosen to serve by President-elect Trump. But the party will now for sure control the White House, Senate, and House. Fox's Griff Jenkins.
It was clinched after the House race in Arizona was called for GOP candidate Juan Ciscomani, and it does bring that House balance of power to 218 to 208, with a handful of races still yet to be called. In the Pennsylvania Senate race, Democrat Senator Bob Casey refusing to concede to Republican Dave McCormick.
And that's now going to an automatic recount. There is life-threatening flooding in the forecast for Central America because of a late-season tropical storm that could make its way to Florida. New Jersey's in its first declared drought since 2016.
Gusty winds also enhancing fire danger over areas that are experiencing extreme drought. What will soon be Tropical Storm Sarah moving into Central America. We'll have to watch its development as the system is forecast to pop into the Gulf of Mexico this weekend. I'm Janice Dean, Fox News.
Disney reports earnings slightly higher than expected. We get the Labor Department's report on wholesale prices this morning. America's listening to Fox News.
Have you ever thought about the causes the brands that you support stand behind? Well, Pure Talk, my cell phone company, supports veterans. They've relieved $10 million in veterans' debt, donated tens of thousands of dollars monthly to prevent veteran suicide, donated $50,000 to Mike Rowe Works, and that helps provide scholarships to veterans after active duty. Dial pound 250, say the keyword save now. Do it now, you save an additional 50% off your first month. Pure Talk, America's wireless company. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation welcomed U.S. Army Specialist Brent Menard into a new mortgage-free smart home in Florida. Now, while on a road clearance mission in Afghanistan, Brent's vehicle was blown up by an improvised explosive device. Brent became a T4 paraplegic. Tunnel to Towers built him a specially adapted smart home that allows severely injured heroes like Brett to live more independently. We hope you'll donate $11 a month so this great work can continue. Just go to their website, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org.
College athletic conference is being sued over a transgender player.
11 female volleyball players and a coach are suing the Mountain West Conference and commissioner for allowing a transgender athlete to play on the San Jose State volleyball team. Those suing allege the conference's new transgender participation policy is an attempt to chill and suppress the free speech rights of women athletes. 5 teams have forfeited games this season in protest of competing against the biological male player. The lawsuit seeks financial damages and is asking the court to issue a ruling before the Mountain West Volleyball Tournament scheduled for November 27th through 30th. San Jose State University has not commented. Sue Guzman, Fox News.
Texas House Republican Mike McCall says mixing Ambien and alcohol is why he was briefly detained at Dulles Airport in Virginia last week, appearing intoxicated.
He explained to police he'd taken a pill to help him sleep on a flight back to Texas, but he inadvertently missed that flight. He also had an adult beverage, and McCall says that mixture left him disoriented. Police helped him phone a family member to pick him up. In a statement, McCall says he has nothing but respect and gratitude for the officers who intercepted me, and he is determined to learn from this mistake.
Fox's Jack Callahan. 4 teens in California are accused of staging a fake bear attack to cash in on insurance claims.
Investigators say the teens claimed the bear had damaged the interiors of 3 high-end cars and submitted video footage to the insurer. But investigators later determining in the video that the bear was actually a man in a bear costume. The alleged fraud costing the insurance companies losses of more than $141,000. The 4 suspects all facing charges of insurance fraud and conspiracy. Chris DeMeo, Fox News.
A plan to charge a toll to drive into the busiest part of Manhattan is being revived with a lower base price, $9 instead of the $15 that was due to take effect this summer before it being put on hold. Chris Foster, Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. A construction accident in Baxter killed a Putnam County man Wednesday. The Putnam County Sheriff's Office identified the deceased as 41-year-old Kyle Lesko. Sheriff Eddie Ferris says Lesko died after several trusses collapsed on top of him. That accident occurred on Maxwell Road. A power outage at the Cookeville office of Frontier Communications led to several customers losing phone service Wednesday. Officials said the outage affected several organizations across Putnam County, including the Sheriff's Office, Cookeville Police Department, and Putnam County Schools. No 911 service was affected. The town of Monterey's $12 million wastewater treatment facility has received an award of excellence for outstanding engineering from the American Council of Engineering Companies. The facility went online in July and marks the completion of a critical infrastructure project that began in 2013. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning. Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We are live here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:06 now.
Santa's Workshop is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And from the Cookeville Junior Women's Club, we have Amanda Guidry and Linda Christensen. Hey!
Good morning.
I get excited when the Santa's Workshop girls are here.
Who doesn't, right?
No,
Yeah.
and it's one of my favorite events, seriously, because you guys do such a good job at making sure it's quality folks within Santa's Workshop. And how many vendors do you have this year?
We have 180 vendors.
180 at Heidelberg's.
Yes.
Is that a record number? It seems really high.
Well, no, that's max capacity.
Right.
We are completely filled to every inch of Heidelberg's of vendors. So.
And there's people that I make sure I visit every year. I'm like, hey, is so and so coming back? Cookie lady that makes all the like little. It is a cookie lady.
I know. It's just funny you call her cookie lady.
I forgot her name. Sorry, but she's okay with being called cookie lady.
Well, I mean,
you know the one that
which one you're talking
decorates
about.
the
Yep.
cookies with Christmas designs, even Thanksgiving designs.
Yes.
So that's why it's good right before Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I've ordered lots of her cookies, taken them to Thanksgiving dinner, and been such a hit.
did you try to pawn them off as your own?
They would have never believed that. Yeah. So no, I didn't.
Yeah.
How many? You said 180 vendors. So tell us the different types of vendors that are there.
We have a variety of everything. We have woodworking, jewelry, pottery. There's so many different styles, and they're all different and unique. So that's one great thing about Santa's Workshop, because every year you come out, there's going to be something different.
And there's certain amount of food or snack food. I mean, you can't really have baked goods. or can you? You
yes,
can?
yes. We have people that do baked goods.
How do you think the cookie lady does?
Yeah, remember, that's food. Yeah.
There's a rule or something I'm thinking
There's
of.
fudge. The people that are inside the arena, the majority of them sell product that's wrapped, like ready to go.
Like individual wrap
exactly.
stuff.
But outside, we have lots and lots of food trucks.
Oh, so you
come
didn't have
hungry.
this last year, did you? The food
The
truck?
food trucks last year was the first year that we had them. So
This is starting a new tradition at Santa's Workshop.
yes, we want you to come hungry.
Yeah.
Come hungry, eat there.
How long have y'all been doing Santa's Workshop? It seems like a good long bit.
Long time. 46. This is our 46th year. of
Oh
doing
my
Santa's Workshop.
gosh.
Yep.
Man, it's going to need some Tylenol after it's done at 46.
Oh, all of the ladies with Cookeville Junior Women's Club do. Let's talk about the club a little bit, Amanda. I know folks think they used to think, or people may think, that junior means just teens.
I
But
thought
no,
that. I
that's not
thought
what
it meant. I thought it meant young ladies. Not that y'all are young ladies. I don't mean that.
I mean, you can say that. That's okay.
But I'm not saying that.
Okay.
You thought young girls, like
teenagers, and
growing up
younger,
and being
Right.
mentored by ladies.
Right.
okay.
I am not saying.
Okay, he's not saying.
Well, having three women in here together.
I know. So I'll give it a little background. So our organization is part of a larger international organization, and in several areas they have different kind of clubs. That they have some clubs that are general clubs and some that are junior clubs. Junior clubs in those areas, when you have more types of those clubs, generally tend to trend towards younger women, but we don't have that sort of club in this area. So our requirements are that I think our ages are 18 to 85, I think is our, and if anybody wants to join over 85, we can change our bylaws and we can make that happen. So
yeah, and that's what I love. There's so many different women that kind of help each other and work together, and everybody kind of learns from each other and is involved with whatever you've got going on.
Oh, absolutely. All year long. I mean, I know that we're best known for Santa's Workshop, of course, but there's several other things. We've had a spring market in the past. We're doing things in our community all year long, smaller things, not on the scale of Santa's Workshop, but we do meet all year long. So we are quite involved all year.
What are some of the things that the Junior Women's Club does throughout the year? I know you give back a lot to the community. That's what all this is about. When
Correct.
you boil it all down, what are some of those things?
So of course, Santa's Workshop, the proceeds from that are donated back to nonprofits in the Upper Cumberland. This year, we'll be able to help 16 nonprofits.
Oh, wow.
If we have a really stellar show, that could possibly grow, and we might be able to help more people. So come out and visit us and help us raise money. Throughout the year, we focus a lot on women's health. We love to help support our community heroes, our emergency services, our police stations, our teachers in the community. We love to help out in the school systems. So we are just anything that has to do with our community, we love to be involved in. So
you're all the time looking for ways then to help
absolutely,
out.
absolutely. Always looking for new ways to help out in our community, new ideas. Absolutely.
How many women are in the club? Like what's
Currently, I think we have around 35 members in the club right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you and then you obviously would like more.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We would encourage anybody to come check us out. Check us out on Facebook and come join us at a meeting. We would love to have you.
What happens at a Junior Women's Club meeting? Does it get wild up in there?
Saying, I don't know if I can reveal those details to you, Jason. I'm not sure.
Are there secret handshakes or anything?
You may have to come to a meeting and check it out.
Do you wear fancy hats?
Santa's, especially
you don't wear Santa hats year round. Surely you change it up a little bit.
I'm not saying. I don't know. I mean, you never know. You'll have to come to a meeting and find out.
But I'm not a woman.
That's okay. You can still come and visit us.
You just can't join the club.
No, if you really wanted to, you could come. You could join our club. If you want to come hang out with 35 women every month,
he would love that.
I mean, it might be your thing.
He loves the ladies.
I'm full up with this one for sure. I got plenty of ladies already.
We need to get Donna in there. That's his wife.
Oh,
she'd be lovely.
Yeah,
We'd love her.
She would. She'd do a good job of doing something. she's organized.
I was going to ask the Cookeville Junior Women's Club, CFWC. I always forget what that stands for.
GFWC, that's General Federation.
I said C,
it's
I?
okay. Well, the C is for Cookeville, but GFWC, that's our international organization that we're a part of. So General Federation of Women's Clubs.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's what that stands for.
You're a part of that.
Right.
That's why.
Right, exactly.
So is that something that, I mean, do y'all have like big conferences and stuff that you go to?
We do. We have international conferences, regional conferences. We have district meetings, state meetings.
Golly.
Right, yeah.
So you can get busy pretty quick.
You could. This last year, our international conference was in Chicago, which is a great city. If
that
you've
sounds
ever been. So the Windy City, it was my first visit, so that was really exciting.
So you get a lot of really neat opportunities then
Absolutely.
with the Junior Women's Club.
Absolutely.
We'll talk more about Santa's Workshop, more about the Cookeville Junior Women's Club coming up here in just a little bit, so stick around with us. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio.
Willow Window can help transform your home with windows, window treatments, entry doors, or garage doors. It not only elevates your design, but also optimizes energy efficiency and comfort. Their installers take the utmost care while in your home and will haul everything away when they're done. Call for your free estimate today at 931-946-3691. That's 931-WINDOW-1. Willow Window.
Attention homeowners, feeling tired, suffering from watery eyes, fatigue, coughing, or headaches? The danger might be hiding right beneath your feet. Mold, the silent invader, could be spreading in your crawl space right now. 60% of homes have mold. 21% are affected by toxic black mold, putting your family's health at serious risk. Call the Crawl Space Kings at 931-742-1516 for a free mold inspection and free air quality test. Or visit thecrawlspacekings.com. Protect your home, protect your family before it's too late.
Looking for incredible deals and unique finds? Discover the Habitat Restore off South Jefferson in Cookeville. From furniture and home decor to appliances and building materials, we've got everything you need to spruce up your space, all at unbeatable prices. Plus, every purchase supports Habitat for Humanity. The Restore is also hiring. Approximately 30 hours per week, must be able to work Monday, Thursday, and Saturday and lift 50 pounds. Questions, please email restore@uchabitat.org. Habitat Restore, South Jefferson Avenue, right here in Cookeville.
It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Morning Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio, and I'm not going to lie, it's like herding cats in here this morning. Y'all three.
It's my two friends, and of course, we all like to talk. So he's like, mic's on, mic's on, mic's hot. And then we all hushed, and I'm sure you loved having that control.
That's rough.
It's rough.
All right, y'all go about your business.
All right, now, Amanda Guidry, Linda Christensen with Cookeville Junior Women's Club. Santa's Workshop is this Friday through Sunday. I guess we should go with the times because there's different times each day.
There is, yeah. So Friday and Saturday is 10 to 7, and Sunday is 11 to 4.
And will Santa be there?
Of course Santa will be there. Santa and Mrs. Claus will be there on Saturday from 1 to 5.
That's always a nice touch when Mrs. Claus is there.
Absolutely. Do you think Santa does it all by himself?
No, of course not. It takes a good woman.
It does.
It takes a good woman to make sure Santa gets where Santa needs to go.
Exactly.
Otherwise, Santa just be sitting around doing nothing, probably watching football.
Eating cookies.
Eating cookies.
And Miss Santa's like, come on, get off your little tush. We got to make toys.
Yep.
Santa, when are you going to get out there and make children happy?
Yeah.
Well, I'll do it tomorrow. And then, do you imagine the nagging that goes on there?
Mrs. Claus is sweet. I don't know where you're getting that nagging part.
Anyway, back to y'all.
So, tell me about more of the folks that are there. I know there's some that's there every year that people say, are they definitely coming this year? Who's like some of your most popular visited vendors?
We have quite a few. We have some that have been there pretty much since the start of the show, so they definitely look forward to coming back. And
People have been coming for 46 years, the same vendors?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of older senior citizens that I love to visit them because
Yeah.
they'll tell you how they made stuff and they
Absolutely.
like traditional crochet things, like, and then pillows and things like that they homemade.
Doll clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have a pretty high return rate of vendors every year. So
You get good crowds. I mean, a lot of people come out to that and they want to be able to support what y'all do throughout the year as well, so they know it's going to be a good cause and a good thing to do. Now, how much is it to get into the what I'm having a
Get in. Five.
workshop? Yeah, the workshop.
$5 cash at the door and 10 and under free.
All right, you said cash, so no cards.
No cards at the door. Now, most of our vendors are going to accept cards, but if to be safe, I would bring cash just in case, because you never know.
Right.
Somebody might not take a card, but at the door, $5 cash.
Yeah. Get that cash money
Yeah,
out.
because some of the little senior citizens, when they make the little pot holders and the pillows, they may not have the thing that they hook to their phone that you can
Right.
swipe. So it's worth bringing cash. I always like visiting them. I just feel like they love sharing what they've done. So part of the fun for me is not just shopping, but talking to the vendors.
I agree. I agree.
Of course,
No,
talking.
wow. Aren't y'all
Talking,
shocked
right?
about
I am
people wanting to
shocked.
talk to people?
Exactly. So Santa's Workshop, because we have so many return vendors, it's kind of like a big family.
Yeah.
Like these vendors, they become friends with the people that are around them. They take care of each other the whole weekend. So it's really like a big family, really. And, you get excited. Maybe we only see them once a year, but it's so great to see them and, just catch up. And, yeah, so I'm excited. We're ready, aren't we?
Yes.
Do you have the pork rind lady that also makes bread?
Yes, she is. Yes. She
Yes.
is there. And we've got some
She
new
gonna treats them all like they're superheroes.
right.
You have pork rind lady.
pork rinds. Well,
Let
they're
me
delicious.
tell you why she is a superhero. The best pork, if you like pork rinds, these are the best because there's no little crackle in there, no little hard pieces. They're always the big. I said, how do you get all those? She goes, I take those others out that's nasty that are crack a tooth. She's like, she puts all the big ones in.
You got quality control there.
Yeah, and I mean,
There's
when you
people-
buy a
there's
bag of
people out there
hers,
that like the cracklings,
well,
though.
Sheila does not.
I do not because I paid for these teeth, and I don't want to crack them. But I mean, she's got barbecue, bacon flavor, regular flavor, and then her bread is phenomenal.
It sounds like Sheila's only there for the food, doesn't
I
it?
believe. I mean, I have
Jewelry, too.
Jewelry. I've seen Sheila there, and she usually leaves with kind of a few bags of
quite a few.
stuff.
Shh, don't tell Tim.
Tim, I hope you're not listening.
Are you having a hat bar at this one?
Yes, we will have 2.
Oh my goodness!
Uh-oh. Jason,
He's seen me at a hat bar.
I think you should come, Jason.
And then he had to talk to Tim because Tim
Listen.
kept trying to pull me away. And I'm like, no, babe, she's making my hat
Sheila
right now.
Scruggs at a hat bar. You've seen somebody who's, maybe have someone who's like addicted to something. And when they see that, they kind of just go, yeah. That's Sheila.
That's called addicted to shopping.
So go ahead and warn the hat bar people.
They're not going to hate what you're describing. You think you're making fun of me, but these two ladies are like, yay, she's a shopaholic.
I just think they need to know that there might be, you might go a little overboard, and I think just a quick warning to the people who have the hat bar is
They love seeing
appropriate.
me coming. They know I'm going to spend money.
They know
at
she's
Santa's
going to spend her
workshop.
money, and that's what we want, because not only do you support our community when you come visit us, you're supporting all of these small businesses that are at
Jason,
Santa's workshop.
I'm getting a high off that, supporting the small businesses and supporting my community. That's what it is.
I don't think that's.
Although online,
I don't think that's
I
right.
do that too.
I don't think that's the
It
case.
is part of
Sheila.
it. It's
I think
part
you
of
have a shopping problem, and it's people like these good people here that
Keep it going.
they keep it going.
We're fueling your addiction to shopping.
Really, what Cookeville Junior Women's Club is, it's an anonymous shopaholics meeting. So yes, I do need you to be a part of that.
It's this weekend. It's going on at Heidelberg's. Gosh, it's been going on at Heidelberg's. Has it been the whole time, or
No.
It seems like any time I've been, it's been at Heidelberg.
I'd have to go back and look at the records. I'd say it's been in there at least 25 to 30 years. But we've been in different venues around Cookeville, but we just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
What's a great facility? I mean, why wouldn't you have it
Absolutely.
there?
And they take such good care of us.
They
there.
do. They really do.
They take care of us, and we just love going out there and hanging out with them too.
So just before we got to move on to the next guest, tell us again, how to one about how to get into to Heidelberg's this weekend, the times. Is there any information we need before we get there? Just kind of go through all the who, what, when, and where about this weekend.
Absolutely. So, okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday and Saturdays 10 to 7, Sundays 11 to 4.
Okay.
We've got food trucks outside. We've got tons of vendors inside. So come hungry. Don't leave hungry. If you do, that's your fault. So it's $5 admission at the door.
Cash money.
Right, 10 and under free.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Aren't we going to be taking the giant Christmas card on Friday?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yes.
And I don't know if you've seen it or not. Maybe I don't know if you've seen a picture or not.
I have seen a picture, yes.
It is so cool. It's 6 feet tall. When you open it up, it's 8 feet wide. And I'll just go ahead and tell you, we're gonna have to add another page to it.
Awesome.
Because so many people have come by already to sign it and wish the 278th, Merry Christmas, because they're not going to be able to be here, be back home with their families, and it's just a really cool way, I think, anyway, of showing them that the community cares about them. And you can come by the
Santa's Workshop.
Santa's Workshop. Sorry, there's a whole bunch of them, and I can't keep them straight.
Santa's Workshop this Friday.
And
Yes.
and sign the card and be part of, hopefully bringing a little bit of joy to some of the men and women who are serving in Iraq for the holidays.
Yes, most definitely. Well, we thank Amanda Guidry and Linda Christensen from Cookeville Junior Women's Club. Make sure you support your Cookeville Junior Women's Club and the small businesses by attending Santa's Workshop this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Did we miss anything? Did we hit everything okay?
I think we hit everything. The card will be there tomorrow, 11:30 to 12:30.
11:30 to 12:30. Right. Okay. All right. Well, we'll be there. Can't wait. And I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna go on the Sheila food train.
There's some great food there.
Just follow Sheila around.
Exactly.
I'll show you the best
Yeah,
stuff.
she knows all the good spots.
Yeah.
So.
Sheila, maybe you could do like a tour beforehand.
I'd be happy to.
Do like a little Facebook tour.
Yeah.
You could be like Oprah, be like your favorite things, but be it'd be your favorite things from Santa's Workshop.
I would get a thrill out of that.
Well,
Then I'd have to buy everything I see.
And that's a problem why.
It's Good Morning Cookeville. We are live here in the Willow Window studio. Coming up next, Chelsea Dartez and Andrew Buckner with Cookeville Lifestyles Magazine. We'll talk to them about their new issue, the most influential, or as I like to call it, the Sheila Scruggs edition. That's all coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville with Jason and Sheila.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. A construction accident in Baxter killed a Putnam County man Wednesday. The Putnam County Sheriff's Office identified the deceased as 41-year-old Kyle Lesko. Sheriff Eddie Ferris says Lesko died after several trusses collapsed on top of him. That accident occurred on Maxwell Road. A power outage at the Cookeville office of Frontier Communications led to several customers losing phone service Wednesday. Officials said the outage affected several organizations across Putnam County, including the Sheriff's Office, Cookeville Police Department, and Putnam County Schools. No 911 service was affected. The town of Monterey's $12 million wastewater treatment facility has received an award of excellence for outstanding engineering from the American Council of Engineering Companies. The facility went online in July and marks the completion of a critical infrastructure project that began in 2013. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. In the NBA last night, the Thunder beat the Pelicans 106-88. Cavs topped the 76ers 114-106. Bulls beat the Knicks 124-123, and the Celtics beat the Nets 139-114. On early National Signing Day yesterday, the Ole Miss Rebels football team flipped a key recruit in four-star wide receiver Caleb Cunningham, who chose Ole Miss over Alabama. Cunningham's a 6'3", 190 wide receiver who is ranked the 21st overall recruit in the 2025 class. Cunningham originally committed to Alabama in July before flipping yesterday. San Antonio Spurs head coach Greg Popovich hasn't been with the team for the last 6 games because he suffered a mild stroke on November 2nd, the team said. Popovich is doing well and expected to make a full recovery, but no timetable has been set for his return to the sidelines. Mitch Johnson is currently serving as the acting head coach for the Spurs. The Tennessee Volunteers men's basketball team beat Montana last night 92-57 to move to 3-0 on the season. The Vols only led by 9 at halftime, 40-31, but outscored the Grizzlies by 26 in the second half. 5 different players scored double figures for Tennessee, with Igor Milicic leading the way with 18. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Elizabeth McDonald, and this is the Fox Business Report.
The affordable luxury handbag merger opposed by federal regulators is dead. Capri Holdings, parent of Michael Kors, says it will not be merging with Coach's parent company, Tapestry. The Federal Trade Commission won a lawsuit to block the deal. It claimed the combined company would have too much power to raise prices. The companies today ended their merger deal. Walt Disney shares are gaining. It made money from its streaming service in the summer quarter, boosting its earnings, which topped expectations. Disney's traditional TV networks saw business decline, and income was weaker from its experiences unit, which includes theme parks and cruises. Wall Street will be reacting today to the Producer Price Index for October, inflation at the wholesale level. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
Hi, I'm Angie Hicks, co-founder of Angie, and one thing I've learned is that you buy a house, but you make it a home. Because with every fix, update, and renovation, it becomes a little more your own. So you need all your jobs done well. For nearly 30 years, Angie has helped millions of homeowners hire skilled pros for the projects that matter. From plumbing to electrical, roof repair to deck upgrades. So leave it to the pros who will get your jobs done well. Hire high-quality certified pros at Angie.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Clouds, maybe some rain around this morning. Temperatures top out around 60 overnight, mid-40s. We'll be back in the mid to upper 50s tomorrow. A little bit cooler as we head into Friday night. Overnight lows around 40. We'll be in the low 60s by Saturday with sunshine.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On
Good morning,
107.7 and
Cookeville.
1400 The
Sheila.
Hub.
We are here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:34 now.
Speaking of herding cats, our buddies here, we were talking and we were like, oh, mics are on? Mike's hot. Mike's hot. It's Chelsea Dartez and Andrew Buckner from Cookeville Lifestyle Magazine. The winter drop for the most influential. Is that today or was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
So, I mean, here we are right at it. It's everywhere.
Yes.
And it's the most beautiful cover. It has beautiful Shan from Visit Cookeville on it. She is in the most beautiful fuchsia hot pink.
Like magenta, whatever it is. I know, I love that color.
Yeah,
and
it's
she's
magenta,
just...
Sheila.
It's magenta.
Try not to get the colors wrong, for God's sake.
Well, it's a beautiful cover.
Thank you. And you guys, you're speaking, are also featured in it as two of the most influential people.
I was telling Sheila, I was like, when we were at the party, I was like, it was kind of, two of these kids are doing their own thing. Two of these kids just don't belong.
Like the Sesame Street song.
Yeah, and I was kind of like, man, look at all these people that are actually
doing things.
And
like
then
Buffy Key of
Right.
Cookeville Regional Medical
Yeah.
Center, and we've got Becky Davidson of
Yeah.
Rising Above, and
just felt way less than those people because they're actually making a difference.
Yeah.
Well, you guys help them spread the word about what they're doing. So there you go.
Well, we're just in here having a great time, and it ends up, I guess.
we feel like we're just goofy and we're having a good time. Yeah, we want to help our community spread the word, but they're boots on the ground doing things. That's why we were like,
I do think that this particular one, that so many great people were in. I mean, like really good. I mean, they always are. Don't get me wrong, but this one, maybe I'm putting it because we're in it, but it did seem like there's a lot of people in there who are just doing fantastic things. I know, Andrew, you got to interview a lot of them. Tell us about, other than us, who was your favorite to interview?
Well, I get to meet some people that I've heard about for years, but I've heard of their work for years, but I've never really got to be around them. And then some were close friends of mine that I knew were never going to celebrate themselves. So one I really loved was doing Mitchell White from Cookeville High School. What an incredible man! What an incredible talent! Getting to write his was really special. And then Molly Brown's one of my dear friends, and Molly's the last person in the world to celebrate herself. So getting to tell a little bit of her story was a real privilege, and as a writer and as a friend. But it was, there were so many people. The sweetest man in the world, Mark Wilson. Nobody works harder in this city than Mark Wilson does, and he cares so much. And getting to tell his story and getting to just be around such a warm, kind man was really great. And everyone in here, it was wonderful. And of course, getting to celebrate Shan, who is just a powerhouse in every sense of the word. She's just incredible. So it was great. I'm really proud of the work we got to do on this one.
Now, how did obviously Shan's been doing a lot of really good work in the community, so it makes sense for her to be on the cover. But how was that decided? Did you put names in a hat, or did you decide, you know what, out of all these, Shan really is the most influential, which I totally agree with, by the way.
Well, it's not about that, like who is the most deserving of the cover necessarily. We wanted a woman to be on the cover because I've had a lot of dudes on the cover, so we needed to balance it out. And when we were finalizing the list, we kind of talked about the set design, and we talked about who would be the most striking on the cover that is also very deserving of the cover, and we all settled on Shan because we were doing this greenery set design with the taupe canvas, and we were like, oh, amazing on that cover.
Oh, it looks great.
I was about to say, first off, she's gorgeous.
Yes.
So, Seriously, I mean, not just gorgeous, but from the inside, she radiates light, and you can see that even in the picture. So,
yes,
I mean, that right there.
That is the definition of Shan. And we try to have somebody on the cover that is that exact thing. That's just so beloved.
Yeah.
You know, not one person could say a bad word about them. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Which means somebody could say some bad words about us, Sheila.
They'd be funny. I don't know about
Jason,
that.
You kept me off the cover,
Yeah.
basically.
Sheila?
I said you kept me off the cover.
I don't doubt that a
People
bit.
could say some bad
I don't
things.
doubt that a bit.
They probably could about both of us. I'm just kidding.
I showed my mom some of the pictures that you'd sent before the magazine.
You look great,
came out.
man.
Well, thanks, Andrew.
You look great.
Yes.
You looked real. That red
You
was
both
great.
did.
Yeah, you guys both look beautiful.
My mom says, "Where's your belt?"
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
a
funny.
critic.
Yeah. Where's your
His
belt?
mama.
Because I didn't put a belt on, and
He said he felt a little weird without a belt, but
yeah,
You look great, man.
if
I
told
would
him,
have
"You
never
don't need a belt,
noticed."
You don't need a belt. And I thought it looked fine. He looked
Trendsetter.
fine.
that's what. But that was the first thing my mom said. "Where's your belt?"
Where's your belt, hon?
Anyway, but she did say she said Sheila looked beautiful.
So good.
She
And that
did.
color
Lord,
you
I
were
had a
wearing.
belt.
You did.
Hey, didn't you? Speaking of that, of the studio, that was Abby Whedon's studio at Edison Hills, which,
Yeah.
my gosh,
Yes.
Abby Whedon's going to take over this city. I'm the biggest Abby Whedon fan in the world.
Well,
But
she picked out that dress for me that I
you
was
took it
wearing.
home. That's what I was about to
I
say. She loved it so much, she
on
bought
me.
it and took
I
it
said,
home.
I feel beautiful in this dress. I was like, and it was only like $25.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to promote how she tries to price her shop where it's affordable for folks to buy. And then that necklace, that was hers too that I wore, which looked phenomenal with the belt and the necklace was a little brown. I think it was a little tortoise shell color, and then my dress was maroon for those of you who didn't see it, and then the belt was brown too. So all of that together, and that was all from her shop.
Yep.
All from her shop.
Abby Whedon she's just special in every sense of the word.
Design was her idea.
The set design was her idea, and then I feel like, not to speak for Chelsea, but I feel like we finally have like a team doing this now. Like,
Oh yeah.
I mean, Jamili and Emily, and just like all the energy that they bring, and just the talent that they bring, and then Abby is just like the tone setter for everything. She's always calm, she's always at ease, and she can
Team player,
do
because it can be a grind.
It can, and she
Yeah.
can do
Photo
so
shoot
many
days.
things.
Well, it was stressful for her too, but she didn't ever seem like she just stayed calm. Jamili with makeup.
Mm-hmm.
That's when people say I look beautiful. It's Jamili and
I did
Emily
not wear
with hair.
makeup. I just wanna throw that out there. I did not
You
have
didn't have
makeup.
to, Jason, obviously. But
Natural
I mean,
beauty.
Jamili with putting my eyelashes on, which everybody was freaking out about fake eyelashes. I'm like, no, do it, girl. I trust you.
Yes.
I
And
did
it
not
just
have fake
brings-
eyelashes.
Come on, she put some on you too. You know it.
No,
I'm
no fake
just
eyelashes, no makeup. I was all natural.
But it was so fun sitting with Emily and Jamili.
Yes,
because
I feel
they're-
like they set the tone and make everybody feel so comfortable.
They're wonderful. Yeah, and they're so much fun.
And then she does a reveal. She doesn't let you really see yourself in the mirror until she's done. And then you're like, oh my goodness, is this me?
Yes, every time.
That was like great. But I love that she loves making people feel good. That's what I'm
Yes.
trying. I'm trying to brag on her. I don't, but she does such a great job at making you feel loved and beautiful, and just her energy's great too.
Yes.
And so is Emily's.
That's their energy 24 hours a day too.
yeah.
That's how they are all the time. They're just wonderful people to be around.
The whole process of going and getting your picture made and all that stuff, I don't know what I was necessarily expecting in all of it.
Yeah.
But it was so much easier than what I thought it was going to be. I had this whole thing in my head about, oh my gosh, I gotta put on these red clothes. I never choose red, so I was like, oh my gosh.
Then you look. I could tell. He makes this eye contact with me. I go, it looks great on you.
It really did.
Is this a good color for me? Because he never wears that color. I go, it looks great.
Well, I don't want anybody think I'm an Alabama fan, and those were definitely Alabama colors.
They were crimson.
So I just so no makeup, and I still don't root for Alabama. I just want to put that out there for anybody goes and gets the magazine and thinks differently of me.
but putting you in a bright orange may have not looked as great.
I look great in orange. Are you kidding me? Look at Andrew. He's got his '98 national championship Tennessee shirt on today.
Yeah.
Look how good he looks in that.
It looks fantastic.
Well, my favorite thing on shoot day was Jason texted me, and I think Sheila was like about to start getting her makeup done. He said, "I can come now if you want." And I'm like, well, Sheila's not shooting for another hour, and you kind of need her in the photo with you, Jason. So please come at the organized time.
He was wanting to watch the unraveling of Sheila with the makeup.
I did. I wanted to watch the process of everything,
No, that's probably what it is, so we could talk about it. But how does the process of choosing most influential go? Because a lot of people have asked me that, and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, they got to the end and were like, we need 2 more people. Jason and Sheila.
We'll just throw them in there. We got 2 more spots.
No, we accept nominations online, and we have a committee, and we go through all the nominations and talk about it. We consider different occupations. We want it to be just a well-rounded group.
This one was tremendously. I mean, this was so easy because there was so many overwhelming nominations for you guys. Like it was very. I mean, it was
not.
There actually was, and I tell you, it took. I mean, most of our meeting that morning was us laughing because it took care of itself.
Yeah, it took us about 20 minutes to decide.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Well, this is such a great group. I mean, I know it sounds cheesy, but it really is true. When I was looking at so many people that were involved with most influential, and I was like, I don't know if I'm worthy of this because I love all of the other people that are in there. I mean, really do and respect what they've done for the community and in the community.
We'll talk more about the most influential issue of Cookeville Lifestyles magazine. Came out yesterday, so it's at most places, but for Chelsea, she goes and delivers them all. So there's probably a few places that don't have them yet, but they'll be there shortly. So stick around. We'll find out more about that coming up. It's Good Morning Cookeville. It's brought to you by Office Mart and Industry Mart. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio.
Hey guys, Ron Crane here from Dependable Auto Sales and Service, also Colonial Automotive, towing, rentals, we've got it all. Guys, if it's automotive, even if you need body work, if you've been in a wreck or something, please let us know. 931-526-7355. That's 931-526-SELL, S-E-L-L, 24/7 at dasautosales.com. That's dasautosales.com, and we're located 1575 Interstate Drive, the only car dealership on the left on Restaurant Row. Please come see us at any time. Thanks, guys.
Hey there. I've been hired by the Tennessee Lottery to celebrate every time there's a winner across the state. Truthfully, it's a little more work than I expected. I had no idea that Tennessee Lottery players win an average of $3.6 million every day. That's a whole lot of moolah. So play today for your chance to win big. The Tennessee Lottery, game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
If you've got a yard, you may plan on digging it. Like to build an addition, put in a pool, or bury your pirate booty. But you should know that throughout the country, there may be pipelines buried underground. And if you hit one, you've got trouble. Sorry. So before you dig, call 811 to have any buried pipelines located and marked at no charge. For more tips on pipeline safety, visit pipesafety.org. A message from the Tennessee Gas Association, Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
The gas industry makes gas smell. We do it on purpose, to let people know when gas is present. If you smell gas in your home, call the gas department immediately, day or night. Then, after you call, don't flip any electrical switches or light matches until the serviceman has inspected your home. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas. Energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
When you're hiring for your business, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. This made us wonder, what if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic.
K equals 42.
Escape rooms? Elementary. And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Simple. So, see what the world is like when ZipRecruiter does the hard work of hiring for you. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 107.7 and 1400
Good
The
morning,
Hub.
Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:48 now.
From Cookeville Lifestyle Magazine, we have the founder, Chelsea Darpez, and also one of the writers and editor-in-chief. I knew it.
The writer.
The editor-in-chief, Andrew Buckner. And he's like, oh, I have a title. You're just like us. You're like, I don't deserve that. I don't deserve that. But you're so
Do we
great.
have to start calling you Chief now?
He didn't have a choice. I just kind of.
It was funny. The third edition that she did, the second edition, I think I did one article on Marilee Hall. And
You helped me write the Fronings.
yes, I helped with that, and then I did my Marilee Hall article in exchange for a Caleb and Leanne ad, and then the next one I did 7 articles in it. I think that was Movers and Checkers, and I got to the party.
I had a budget to pay him. So.
Yeah, I got to the party, and in the magazine, it announced me as editor-in-chief before she asked me if I wanted to be the editor-in-chief. She's like, I know you're going to say yes to it, so.
Well, she knows she can trust you, and you do a good job, and you actually love people. You just
I love her.
Their stories.
She's amazing. If you don't like Chelsea, I don't know what's wrong with you. She's the most.
Argue, right? Yeah.
You're nice, but I don't. I give him the assignment. He knows the assignment, and he runs with it. In like 5 days, he's already contacted everyone. He's got like 3 interviews done. He writes the articles in a minute. It feels like. Good
Well,
Lord.
she gives me a lot of freedom too to get to tell stories that I really want to tell. Like in this one, when I get to tell Seth Crabtree's story. You know, like
yes.
a lot of people don't realize like we have a young attorney here in town that won a Tennessee Supreme Court case.
Who's cool as all get out.
Who's cool and kind.
Yes, we've had him on our show too.
He's amazing, and his wife Emma owns Glass Tangerine, one of my dear friends. But I mean, his story is very compelling. I mean, he's come from very, very, as the article said, humble beginnings to. I mean, it's a very small fraction of any attorney even gets to try a Supreme Court case. And he won one, and it you need to read the article to tell a little about it, but it changed the appeals process for the entire state. Like it allows judges who were having a bad day to go back and say, I had a bad day, and I was unfairly hard on this.
Really?
Yeah, and it changed it for the entire state. I mean, it's extremely impactful, and it's changed a lot of lives. So Chelsea giving me the freedom to tell the stories that are really compelling to me. And, you know, Chelsea has zero ego. I mean, none. If it's a good idea, it doesn't matter. If it's the exact opposite idea that she just shared, she's like, let's roll with it. Mm-hmm. And in this, I mean, we're not doing this to make a living. We're doing this because we want to tell stories and we want to celebrate our friends and the people around us. And so to be with her and Abby and Jamili and Emily and just such a great team of like humble, egoless, talented people is a real privilege for me.
It is just like a blessing to work with a lot of people that take what you want to do and they are going forward with you.
Oh, I've told
There's
Andrew
nothing
many
like that.
times he can it's his magazine now. He's got the power. Like I just trust him fully. No, but yes,
You're
we are
the
very
captain now.
Nobody wants me captain in the ship. I'll be a good second mate though.
Well, you're pretty humble what you're saying there because you took the idea and made such a beautiful magazine celebrating Cookeville.
Thank you.
And I've said it every time you're in here, but I really do mean it. To have something like that is beautiful and the people that are great. And I love that you're telling our stories and highlighting the people that never get a spotlight on them.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think that's a beautiful thing you're doing.
Andrew, in writing these, were you shocked by any of the stories? I mean, you know a lot of these people that are in there.
Well,
but even in knowing them, were you shocked at some of the things that you found out while talking to them?
Yeah. I mean, Mark Wilson's a good example. So Mark Wilson's career is wild. Like Mark Wilson was at several universities, but he was the marketing director when he was like in his mid-20s for the University of Massachusetts when John Calipari was their basketball coach. Like one of the premier basketball coaches in the country. And he was like a 24-year-old running marketing for this whole sports department. And he was like, I didn't know what I was doing, things like that. And then with this edition, it's kind of a range of high and low. Like Matt and Macy, that's a challenging article to write. And there's such beautiful people that have been through so much. And so there's challenges associated with that type of tragedy and that type of trauma and suffering. But what they've done with the Magnolia Foundation and how they help these families that are dealing with the loss of children is just incredible. And then it ranges to just really warm things like Molly Brown, or Becky Davidson or whoever that are just, they're just bubbly, warm people that will never celebrate themselves. They always are in the shadows, and they all have that imposter syndrome, like you guys were talking about, of like, why am I in the room? And that's how everyone feels in every room. So it's interesting.
Like there was a lot of that in this particular issue. I don't know if it was or not, but just being able to, get to know some, because the art teacher.
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
I never met him before. What a cool dude.
Yeah.
And is like the quintessential art teacher too. You know what I mean? Like he's like perfect for being an art teacher and being able to meet him and talk to him a little bit. And of course, a lot of those people we've had in here before and was able to talk to them and knew a little bit about their story, but not near as in depth as Andrew's able to get into in print for sure. And Andrew asked really great questions.
Really good questions.
He's interviewing.
He seemed like he really wanted to know.
I do. I genuinely do.
The flow of your article, I told Andrew, is my favorite. The way, because it can be difficult to write an article about two people who have had totally separate careers but do something together. And the way he flowed it together was beautiful.
Well, thank you guys.
Well, that and honestly, we are both all over the place, so I'm sure it was difficult for him to write.
I wouldn't have known it.
After he came by and interviewed us, and I said, I don't know how he's going to put all that together because we were just all over the place. And I was like, oh, our article's beautiful.
It's so good. Yeah.
Thank you, Andrew.
It was not difficult at all. Everyone feels that way. Everyone feels like they don't give me material, and everyone gives me great material.
I was perfectly fine with you making up whatever you need to make up about me, by the way.
I didn't have to make up anything, Jason. You killed it.
Right, but I was okay with that if you needed to be all
That's
like.
how much we trust him,
Yeah.
though. Yeah. It says a lot about, really,
Well,
we
it's very kind.
trust Andrew, and it does help feeling the freedom with somebody that they're going to do a good job for you. And I think that's why he gets such good stories, because he calms people.
Oh, for sure.
But I was wanting to mention one guy that we love everybody that's on the cover, but Blair Dudley from
Oh my
Hip
gosh.
Cookeville. I kind of caught a glimpse of him. Of course, I was talking to him the night of the party, the launch on Monday, but you could tell he was feeling the same way, like, why am I here? You could tell he was a little embarrassed. And I was like, you look nice. Don't, you be proud of what you've done. And I just think he never celebrates himself because he's always thinking, what's the next thing I can do? Who can I get to help us next? And really move through Cookeville and make it a better place. And I think he definitely deserves that.
Oh, for sure.
Hip Cookeville is a central component of this community. It's got 80,000 active members.
Yes.
It's like there is no better way. There's countless animals are rescued through it. Countless fundraisers happen. Tons of people's lives are changed. And Blair does all that behind the scenes, him and his moderators.
And on top of that, he throws cultural events in
Yes.
town.
Yeah.
He does so much, and honestly, doesn't see a lot of reaping any rewards from it.
Often
So-
ends up giving money before the event's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a force to be reckoned with.
He is.
He really
And a
is.
quiet force, actually. That's why I think people don't realize just how much he does.
Right.
And
No, they
I love to see him celebrated too.
I always love a wild card that people don't expect.
Right.
Me too.
So give us a rundown of where we can pick up the magazine today.
Sure, you can come to Willow Window and get them. They're at Walmart, Cookeville, Food City. Those are the big locations. Ford, Lincoln. They're at the library. They're all over every business in the West Side. They're all in all the boutiques downtown. They're everywhere. But if you go to our website, there's a list. And if you go to our Instagram, there's a list.
And somebody asked me, did you, Chelsea, did you have a background in publishing in any way before you started the magazine?
Not in publishing, but I was a publicist in the music industry for country music artists for 10 years. So I worked with magazines as a publicist.
I got you.
So I feel like that creative mind, and I pulled a lot of things that I'd seen, like photo shoots I'd been a part of with my client, things like that to bring to this magazine. So
Well, it just looks so good. You know, you're like, oh man, I bet Chelsea's been doing magazines for a while.
Oh yes.
And then you find out, nope, you just pulled it right out. So
I learned InDesign on YouTube. So
that's where you learn everything then.
Yep.
Hey guys, thanks so much for being here. We really do appreciate it. Another great edition of Cookeville Lifestyles Magazine. Be sure to go get it today. It's out. Again, thank you so much, and thanks for the honor of having us in there. It still don't feel quite
well deserved.
Well deserved for sure.
Ready for that.
We don't, but we're excited.
I'm taking it.
And you guys, just FYI, were some of the most fun people to have on set for the shoot. Y'all, your energy is just amazing.
I should have worn a belt, apparently. The only thing that's different. All right, tomorrow, what we got coming up?
Well, from Upper Cumberland Reporter, someone will be in talking about all the high school games. And then Lynn McHenry from Tee-Up Simulator in Baxter. We're going to talk about that. That's a golf thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go up first to that.
That'll be fun.
We're going to find out more about that. I'm excited about Lynn coming in, too.
That's all tomorrow here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Thanks so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHUB.